Sir Christopher Chope.
Mr Deputy Speaker, may I first of all thank Mr Speaker for granting this debate, which I think is the first such debate on the 1979 Vaccine Payments Act since the 24th of March 2015. Vaccines have been our major public health defence against COVID-19, and this debate is not about all those millions of people who've benefited from vaccination. It's about the tens of thousands who did the right thing, were vaccinated, but then, as a result, suffered death, serious injury, or other life-changing adverse consequences. The Vaccine Damage Payment Scheme was extended to cover COVID-19 vaccinations in recognition of the potential importance of this issue. And I'm delighted that the Prime Minister also clearly believes it is an important issue. On the 11th of August last year, he wrote to Kate Scott, whose husband Jamie, a fit 44-year-old software engineer, spent 124 days in hospital following severe brain injury caused by the vaccine. The Prime Minister said, referring to Kate's husband Jamie and his family from Warwickshire, "You're not a statistic and must not be ignored." The Prime Minister went on to thank Kate Scott for her suggested changes to the Vaccine Damage Payment Scheme and promised that the government would consider the case for reform. Why then, Mr Deputy Speaker, is there no tangible evidence of the government having done anything in the 6 months since the Prime Minister said those words? It has repeatedly blocked my COVID-19 vaccine damage bill, which was briefly debated in this House on the 10th of September. Why has the government not even uprated the £120,000 payment under the scheme to take account of inflation since 2007, when it was last reviewed? On this basis, the maximum should now be over £177,000. Why have no payments yet been made under the scheme, even where a full inquest has established that the vaccine was the cause of death? That, sadly, is the situation of Lisa Shaw's family. The 44-year-old BBC Radio Newcastle presenter died from a brain hemorrhage confirmed by a coroner in August as having been caused by the AstraZeneca vaccine, as reported in the Sunday Telegraph on the 5th of December 2021. Another case about which somebody has written to me arose from a decision by the Westminster coroner, who recorded the AstraZeneca vaccine as the cause of death on her mother's death certificate. Neither of these families is yet to receive any acknowledgement that they qualify under the VDPS, let alone that they will be compensated. Is the government disputing these coroners' verdicts, Mr Deputy Speaker? I sincerely hope not, and perhaps the Minister can confirm that in her response. The Sunday Times reported on the 27th of February this year that 920 coronavirus vaccination injury claims had been registered, but none has been accepted nor been the subject of any payment. That article referred to Zion Spit, described as a ridiculously healthy 48-year-old antique dealer from Cumbria, whose death was confirmed as having been caused by the vaccine. His partner of 21 years and his fiancée, Vicky Spit, has been in touch with me to express her solidarity with my efforts to obtain redress from the government and her frustration at the government's refusal to engage with victims and their families. Well, can I just make one more point? Please will the Minister tell us now when the first payments will be made under the VDPS, and why, despite having told me that 26 staff are now processing claims, 11 more than in December, no payments have yet been made? Will she also say how many medical assessors are currently reviewing outstanding cases and when the backlog will be cleared? I happily give way.
Mr Deputy Speaker, can I first of all congratulate the honourable gentleman